Hello, YouTube. BanDana Gramma here once again in my kitchen. And thank you for joining me on this Monday. It's a little later than I normally go, although I'm having an idea. I may just push my time from 1 o'clock closer to 2:30 or 3 o'clock every week because it just seems to be working out better for me. Can't seem to get it all together by 1 o'clock. Sometimes I have errands to run, which was the case today. So, today I'm going to be sharing with you another mini meatloaf recipe because I'm cooking it for dinner, so I thought I'd just include it on here. I hope you're joining me now. I see a few coming in. I have a story to tell you of how I lost my temper today. Yep, I did. I was mad. Yeah, I might have to apologize to somebody. But, and I also am going to share with you another Dollar Tree haul because while we were out this morning, we also stopped at Dollar Tree again. I had heard about a few things that another friend got. Once again, it was Anna from Only in My Dreams. She had put out another video from her Dollar Tree excursions, and I saw a few things on there that I thought, oh, I need to get some of those. So, hello, Allie. Welcome, welcome. Okay, first, I guess I'll start while we're waiting for people to come in and tell you about me losing my cool this morning. Okay? Yeah, I did. Hi, Gigi. So this morning I was supposed to have my first therapy session on this finger that I dislocated. And I saw my doctor a couple weeks ago, and they're not happy with its progress because I still can't, that's as far as I can bend it, and it's really swollen all in here. I don't know if you can see that, but it's all swollen in here and stiff. So I need to go get therapy to work out that extra swelling and fluid that's in there. So that was supposed to be this morning at 8:30. And with all this craziness going on in the world now, doctor appointments aren't as easy as they used to be. So they told me that I was to go to the facility, which was at our local hospital. They have their physical therapy offices in the hospital area, park in the garage, and wait to be called into the office. Okay, so I didn't sleep well last night for whatever reason, and I was up at 4 o'clock. And we left here, I had an 8:30 appointment. We left here about 8, I think, and we got there about 8:20. So we're sitting in the garage at 8:20 waiting for the phone call on my cell phone, and 8:30 comes and no call, and 8:35, well, just about 8:30, and I got worried. Did they really say we were supposed to wait in the garage for this? I'm afraid I'm going to be sitting here forever and not wait in the garage, so I'm going to call and make sure. So I called at about 8:30 and I said, I just want to verify that I'm supposed to sit in the garage and wait for a phone call when I'm supposed to come up. And the guy said, yes, absolutely. I said, good, okay. So we sat there. 5 minutes to 9, still no call. And then I got thinking, I wonder if they got my right phone number, because I did have a new cell phone several months ago, but I was quite sure they did have that number. But I was just getting too nervous, and my husband's not a good waiter either, and he was getting kind of upset with the whole thing, and that made me feel more stressed. And I'm thinking, I don't want him getting upset, and I'm upset, and I'm sitting here, and I don't know, maybe they don't have my phone number, and maybe they're trying to call me and they can't. So I called them again, and I said I had an appointment at 8:30, and I've been sitting here waiting, and I'm afraid maybe you have my wrong phone number, or maybe are you that far backed up? Well, she put me on hold for 5 minutes, I guess, and came back, and she said, I'm so sorry, but all our satellite places are still under that rule that when you arrive, you sit in your car and you wait. But the location you're at now had stopped doing that, and you could have gone right in. But they didn't tell us, so we didn't know that. This was like a central location where all the satellite therapy offices are managed by. And she said, so we didn't know they had changed that. I said, yeah, I called just 20 minutes ago or 30 minutes ago and asked, do I need to sit in my car? And I was told yes. And she said, yes, I'm sorry, that was not the case. She says, unfortunately, the therapist's next appointment is due to arrive any minute, so we're going to have to reschedule you. I was so mad. I was so mad. BanDana Gramma was mad. And I said, that is totally unacceptable. Is there another therapist? I, I'm really upset. And she says, I'm sorry, there's not. It was an unfortunate circumstance. But she has an opening tomorrow. And we have Jeffrey tomorrow. Mondays are my day off. That's why I schedule everything for Mondays. And I said, I can't do this now. I'm done. Goodbye. And I hung up. I was just too upset. So I came home. Mick calmed down. When he saw I got upset, I think he felt a little less upset because he knew I was stressed by that as well. Isn't it a first world problem? You know? But I got mad. Yeah, I did. So I'm going to have to call back, apologize for losing my cool, and reschedule my appointment. Yeah, that was because, I'd had very little sleep. I'd been sitting around in that parking lot, getting stressed, worrying, did they have my phone number? Did I have the right appointment? Am I in the right place? And every second feels like, a half an hour because you're worried about those things. All right, so yeah, BanDana Gramma lost her cool this morning, and I never got my first appointment for my finger. And my doctor told me not to put it off too long because you can get permanent damage if you do. So I got to call back tomorrow and reschedule. So, okay, what's next? Next is I'm going to put together my little mini meatloaves. And I'm also going to make some smashed potatoes, but I'm trying to make them a little more diet friendly. So in here I've got 2 potatoes cut up plus a small head of cauliflower. So I'm just going to treat this whole thing like it's mashed potatoes and boil these and then smash them up like mashed potatoes. So I'm turning that on to start cooking back there, right here. Alrighty. Now here's my bowl for my mini meatloaves. Again, ever the optimist, trying to take a little weight off. I'm using a 93% lean ground turkey instead of beef or pork or whatever. So that's going in there. And to make it more, I think, more flavorful, I don't have my microphone on. Can you hear me? Why do I do this every time? Let me just check real quick on the dining room table and see if it's there. It is. I've got it. All right, let me plug it back in. All right, I'll start in a low voice so you can turn your volume back down. You probably had it turned up. Okay, I got my microphone on. I still haven't found the little clip, so I've just got it draped around my neck right here. That'll have to do. Okay, here we go. Down to my bowl. Now, to add more flavor and nutrition to this, I'm going to sneak a few veggies in. So here I have my blender, and I've got a bunch of veggies. I've got this from my garden, and I'm just going to cut off some of it. Into chunks. And I'm going to throw that in the blender. I have a little piece of jalapeno pepper from my garden. I have a little bit of a bell pepper from my garden. Going to throw that in the blender. And I also have, to make it colorful, some yellow pepper, some red pepper, I'm going to throw in some celery. Onion. These are what I got left over from my garden, so I'm just going to throw those in as well. Some grape tomatoes. And I'm going to cut up a couple of these small carrots. Throw them in. And I'm going to put the seasonings in there as well. So it's going to make a pulp that I'm going to use to flavor all the meat. So I've only got a pound of meat, so I'm not going to put a ton in. To make people happy, I'll measure. Okay, I got about a quarter of a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Basil, sweet basil, I'm just going to put 4 shakes in. That's measuring. 4 shakes is measuring. Okay, this is garlic powder. I'm going to put a whole teaspoon of garlic powder in. That's in there. And I've got salt. We'll put a whole teaspoon of salt in there as well. Pepper. And here's where I always end up sneezing. Okay, I got about a quarter teaspoon of pepper. I do have a jalapeno in there after all. I am going to put some breadcrumbs in, but what I did was I toasted some of this 35 calorie bread. So it's a low cal bread. And I'm just going to throw it in there and let it make crumbs while this is all mushing up. And after that is done, I'll add the egg to it. Okay, I think that's everything. I'm gonna add a little bit of this, but not till the bread gets crunched up, and a little bit of ketchup and mustard, but not till the bread gets made into crumbs here. All right, plug your ears. Yep, I want it all unrecognizable, so you can't tell what veggies are in here. And once I put the liquids in, see how nice and pulverized that is? Okay. I mean, you could put mushrooms in there. You could put anything you like in there. All right, I'm going to put a squirt of ketchup in. You could add some more tomatoes if you wanted to. This for a little bit of flavor. Not much. My husband is not a fan, so I'm not going to put much of that in at all. Throw that in there. 1 egg. Now, it depends on, I'm going to wipe my hands, your meat, how much liquid you can put in this. If you're using regular hamburger or more fatty hamburger, you're going to need more binder. This doesn't take much binder because low-fat turkey, ground turkey is kind of dry. And, that solidifies pretty much on its own. If you ever made a turkey burger, they come up pretty dense. So you don't need a lot of binder, except that I've put veggies in here, and that adds the moisture. So that's why I'm putting binder in. If I wasn't adding the veggies, I probably wouldn't put binder in this. Just a little bit of veg and call it a day. So I'm going to mix in the liquids I just put in there. Push down the stubborn bits at the top. All right, that should do it. Now I'm just going to add it all to my bowl. And I'm eyeballing it to see really how much I need to put in here. I don't want it too soupy. But again, the ground turkey is going to solidify quite a bit. I got my oven heated up to 350. You got some favorite veggies you want to add? Have at it. You got some favorite spices you like to put in? Put them in there. Did I put something in you don't want to have? Leave it out. You know, this isn't how to cook with exact recipes. This is how I cook, just throwing things together with a general knowledge of what is needed. Now, that looks like I could actually add more because I know it's going to solidify more with the drier ground turkey. Okay. Now, if you were putting a lot of hotter peppers in this, like I put a little bit of jalapeno in here, you might want to protect your hands if you were going to put something hotter than a jalapeno in here or more of it. Okay, now this wouldn't make very good meatballs right now because it's too soupy, but it will make some mini meatloaves in a muffin tin. It's not a tin, ceramic. All right, I am going to add just a touch of oil. They say these ceramic baking dishes, Temptations baking dishes, will actually be non-stick even if you don't add oil to them. But just to be safe, I'm going to squish some oil around in these cups. Alrighty. And now, to fill them up. I might need more than these 6, which would be great. I guess a tablespoon will do here for starters. Alright. Now these cook pretty quickly, so it's a nice meal to make last minute. Probably won't be more than 20 minutes tops for these with a preheated oven. I think that looks like a good consistency for ground turkey. Now I am going to place these on a cooking sheet because just in case it bubbles over. I don't think they will because of the drier ingredients, but just in case, I don't want to be cleaning my oven more than I have to. All right, I've got enough in here for a couple little, taking my camera with me because I don't want to pull it on the floor like last week. I got these little ramekins. Yeah, I got 2 of these. That should do it for the rest of the meat. And I didn't spray them, but we'll test the theory. All right, this should work out pretty nicely. This is an economical meal. A pound of ground turkey. And of course, you can make this a regular meatloaf with your mixture of pork and beef or whatever you like to make your mixture with. Okay, there's my 2 ramekins. So, we're going to open the oven. Don't want to burn my hands. Being the klutz that I am. That's good enough. It's tilted, but I'm going to quit while I'm ahead before I burn my hands. Okay, now, this heat on the potatoes I'm going to turn up a little bit. I'm going to put my dishes in the sink. Okay, and now I'm going to look at your comments, and then I'm going to show you what I got at the Dollar Tree today. Okay, let's see. Let me back up here. That is upsetting. I can hear you fine. Hello from Connecticut. Hello. Who is that? Sunflower. Hello from Connecticut. There, can hear you better. Yeah, is that Angie? Hello, Angie. Check out Angie's pantry. She has wonderful videos, especially on canning. Allie, I waited for an elevator today for 10 minutes, and when it finally came, someone walked in the building and ran into the elevator and cut me off, and I had to wait another 10 minutes. Oh, Allie, I'm sorry. That would make me mad, too. Good afternoon, all. Old ways, new times. Is that Mama Donna? Is that your name? Last week on my live stream, I wore the apron you made that I had bid on in an auction, and I told everybody it was from you. God has us right where He wants us. That's what I tell myself every day. Yeah, sometimes I convince myself, and sometimes I don't when I'm mad, you know. Brenda, okay, let's see. Brenda, where's Brenda? Okay. Sherry Russell, that's a good one to remember, Allie. Yes, it is. Hello, Julie from Iowa. It works when you're stuck in traffic. Right. Yeah, when I'm stuck in traffic, I think, well, you know, maybe the Lord's protecting me from something further up the road that He doesn't want me involved in. That's a good way of looking at it. Don't like yellow mustard either. Yeah, I just add a little bit. Oh, you use Golden's. Okay, I put in oats. Yep, oats is good. I've used that before too. Yep, I've got Tara's cookbook and I've made her meatballs. Yeah, in fact, I've made her meatball recipe on my channel a couple of times. Hi, Margaret. Welcome. We were just saying you're always right on time in God's plan, right? So maybe you're not late. Hello, Duncan 1900. Hi, Brenda. Got phone trouble again. Maniac Grammy. Oh, dear. Tamsin, hello. Happy I caught you live. I love those mini meatloaves. I make mine in place in silicone muffin liners and bake them. Then vacuum seal 2 muffins per package and freeze. That's a great thing to do. That's a very good idea. Okay. Thank you, Brenda, for moderating for me. Oh dear. Maniac Grammy's got phone troubles off and on. I'm sorry, Brenda. I hope you can come back and watch it on the replay and that it'll be smooth for you there. I was looking for craft supplies. Should have been here. Okay. Last thing I'm going to do is just show you what I got this morning at the Dollar Tree. Because sometimes it's fun to see some new things that are there that you weren't aware were there, and you might want to go check them out yourself. So here we go. with my Dollar Tree haul. All right, now, first thing I saw in to decorate for Christmas were these picks. They got a little pick on them here that you can stick them in things, or you can just incorporate them into a wreath or something. But I like these because they had several items in one. They had an apple, and they had berries and a leaf, and they had pine cone, and they had the pine leaves here. So I thought, that's pretty all encompassing. That's a nice little pick to have. And when you have a tree that might have a bare spot, sometimes you can just poke a couple of these in and it fills out your tree nicely. Or, like I said, you can make a wreath with them or decorate in another way. Anyway, I got 4 of those. Then for decorating for fall, these look like fabric leaves, and there are 50 of them in here, all different kinds. I'm going to have to see what they're made out of, because I might be able to decorate a poncho or something with these as well if they're made out of the right thing. Probably not, but I was curious to look into that to see if, because some of my ponchos have those colors in them, and that would be really pretty. But 50 leaves for $1. And I'm always looking for these little note things to keep by my computer so I can jot down information that I'm getting off my computer and organize it. And I needed another one, so I got one of those for $1. And I'm always out and about needing a tissue, so I decided to get the little packs. They cost a little more money than buying the big box, but it's easier for me to just tuck one of these into my purses. So 2, 3, 4, there's 8 of them. 8 of them for $1. That was worth it to me. Again, more Yardley soap. Now, I got this idea from Anna from Only in My Dreams, because she had hauled this and showed me. It said it smelled wonderful. It's pumpkin cream and cinnamon. Pumpkin cream and cinnamon Yardley soap. And I thought that, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to open it and give you my opinion. Here we go, Yardley soap. Oh yeah. Okay, I'd tell you if I didn't like it. That's yummy. Yeah, I'm going to enjoy that. She said it was stronger than the other scent they had there, and it's a nice scent. I got 2 of those. And I needed more packing tape. Used to be they were a lot more generous with their packing tape, but I needed some in a hurry, so I got some. And I'll start shopping around and see if this is indeed the best deal, because it's kind of skimpy. It's only $1, but it's kind of skimpy, so I need to compare, volume to price. And I got me a little baby oil. I remember when these were much bigger too. This isn't for Jeffrey, this is for me, because I like to put a little bath oil in my bath, and baby oil works great, so it's less expensive than bath oil. So I got a little, you only need a little bit. So I put a little bit of this and some essential oils in there. Makes a nice smelling bath. Okay, I usually use brown rice, but they had 2 pounds of long grain white rice for $1. So this is just like a prep item. I'm just going to put this away, so if there's ever a time where I'm short on things, I'll have 4 pounds of rice right here for $2. They also had, this again I saw on Anna's haul, Comstock more fruit, 10% more fruit than our regular product. Light cherry, so it's a light pie filling. No high fructose corn syrup. So I like that because I don't like having high fructose corn syrup and things. It's probably not the best you can buy because it's saying 10% more fruit than our regular product. Well, who knows what the regular product had in it? I don't know. Duncan Hines, though, Comstock, can't be that bad. So for $1, for Thanksgiving pies, they'll eat it. I can guarantee you they'll eat it. I got 2 of those. And I didn't buy this here today, but I wanted to talk about this because I don't know if it's true where you are, but where I am, solid pack canned pumpkin is getting scarce again. Now, thankfully, I've got some frozen in my freezer from my own pumpkins, and I've also got some canned in chunks from my own pumpkins, so I'm not going to run short. And I did, when I was at the Dollar Tree a week ago, I didn't know it was going to be short. I just happened to see these on the shelf for $1. I think you saw me haul it, and I said, or maybe it was in my, it might be in my upcoming Pennsylvania haul. But I had mentioned that I know at all these sell for 89 cents. So $1 for a can isn't, earth-shattering great. But when I was at Aldi's this week, or my husband was, he said they were $2 a can. And I asked him if it was the same thing, and he thought it was. And then I went to the other grocery stores, or he went to the other grocery stores, and they were $2 and $3 a can. So if you see these anywhere, they're going to get scarce again. If you need to stock up for Thanksgiving, you might want to think about it. All right, and what else I got? Now, we've been buying a lot of eggs because my husband, my daughter, and I are all on eating plans, and they all include eggs. So we've been eating a lot of eggs, and Jeffrey has eggs every day when he's here too. So I've been getting sometimes them by the 18s, or even I bought a pack of 60 before, which was 2 big flats of 30 eggs each, but that takes up a lot of room in the fridge. So I saw these and thought these could be stacked and take up less room because of the width. It's easier to stack this way than take up all this room in the fridge this way. So I got 2 of these. I thought they were pretty cool, $1 each. You could also, I suppose, in a pinch, use them for serving deviled eggs. Why not, But, yeah, I got 2 of them. So I could stack the eggs in the fridge if they came in the big 18s that are wide, and I don't want them wide, I'd rather have them tall. Yeah. So that's everything I got in my Dollar Tree haul today. One other thing I picked up, I had come in this week in my Amazon haul, purchases. I'm going to show you because I've been wanting to get one of these for a long time. An ice cream scoop. I've had the plastic ones. They bend and they're crummy. I've had the regular ones that look silver, and then when you use them, they get pitted and they flake. And then I spend more money on them thinking I'm getting a better one, and it gets pitted and it flakes and it's a mess. Do you have that problem? Well, this one was a little more money. I think it was $8, but I also was looking at one that was $12. I think I got the $8 one. It's stainless steel. It's more of a professional type one. But it's got a rubber handle for a good grip. And that one should do well. The reviews were great, and it's not going to pit or chip or flake on me. So I got myself a decent ice cream scoop. I can use for my frozen banana ice cream. One more thing I'm going to show you, and then I'm done. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you remember I had a pot similar to this that I included in the opening of my videos. In my videos where I showed an inspirational theme, I had a Bible open with my teapot and my cups there. Well, over a year ago, my favorite teapot that was similar to this got smashed, and I was heartbroken, and I kept looking for another, but I couldn't find one that was a price I could afford. Oh, I won't say I can't afford it, a price I was willing to pay. And then I saw this one on Amazon. It wasn't cheap. It was like $40-something. It wasn't cheap. But it is Polish pottery, similar to what I had. And this one had cherries on it. So with shipping, that wasn't too bad. So I went ahead and got it. I think it's a little bigger than my other one was too. And I really, really like it. So you may be seeing these this one back in my videos again. And the cups, the little mugs that match the other one, they almost match this one. It's pretty close. I think I can use them without it looking strange. So yes, I have a teapot back like the one I used in my videos before. Kind of my signature teapot. Okay. Let's go back to see where I left off. Bev. Hello, Bev. Glad you're here again from South Africa. Thank you. Oh, Tamsin, thank you. Tell me I look nice. That was very sweet of you. Uh, Colorado, Patty Grove. Hello, another very loyal viewer of mine. She owns she owns one of my coffee mugs, and she owns a pair of my mittens I make. And I thank you for those purchases. I did find that I had more coffee mugs. I thought I was out, but I found some more. So, if indeed you would like to support my channel with a BanDana Gramma coffee mug, you could send $16. That's shipped price. $16 to BanDana Gramma. The spelling and everything is down below in my email, PayPal. It's to send it to PayPal. And if you can't do it that way, just contact me and we'll work out something else. But yeah, $16. It's a pretty one with the blue handle and the blue insides. Keeps your tea warm a little longer, as far as Tara's told me from living on a dime. She says it's her favorite one because it keeps her tea hot. And it's pretty. And you're supporting my channel if you get one. So thank you for that. Okay. All right, I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Those leaves would be nice for a cheese tray charcuterie board. Yeah. Oh, I need that soap. It smells good. And it's only $1. Go get it. Those are so nice and festive, Susie. Great bargains. Always so much fun to look through the Dollar Tree store. I love using the photo album booklets for my recipes. That's a good idea, Tamsin. Alicia. Hello. Hello, Alicia. Hi, Christy. I bought a pumpkin pie filling can for our Thanksgiving in 2 weeks from today, and I love it. Good. Thanks for letting us know. Yeah, we use those in our RV. Oh, the egg holders? That's a good idea. I'd love to have an RV. It's not going to happen. My husband would rather go to motels, so that's what we'll do. There's a lot of Weight Watcher members who use a lot of canned pumpkin to make lots of pumpkin desserts. I love canned pumpkin to use in my green smoothies. Oh, I've never tried it in a smoothie, but I have made a lot of desserts with them. We have the same ice cream scoop. Ray picked it out. Well, Ray, good job. I wasted so much time and money buying those cheapio things. Actually, some of them weren't all that cheap, and they still just fell apart and chipped, and I hated it. I use pumpkin and applesauce in my brownies instead of oil. They come out dense and decadent. Sounds good. Cannot beat stainless steel on utensils. Yep. Love the teapot. I do too. I was so happy to find it. Susie, Polish pottery I heard is fantastic and well made. Very pretty. Thank you. Okay, there's the email. If you go to PayPal, that's the email address you want to use. And you want to take note that while I usually spell bandana with one N at, BANDANA, in the email, it's two N's at the end, BANDANNA. So you want to make sure you get that right, if indeed you want to do that. And again, if PayPal doesn't work for you, just contact me at BanDana Gramma at gmail.com and we'll work something out if you want to purchase one of my mugs. Okay, that's it for today. I'm going to get going with my dinner here. When it's done tonight, I'll take a photo and put it up on my Facebook page. Again, that's Susie BanDana, my Facebook page, my main one. SUSIE, second word BAN, third word DANA. Susie BanDana, 3 words. That's my Facebook page. So if you're not a a member there, go join up. I also have another one. It's a group, a Facebook group called BanDana Gramma Group. And I use that one occasionally. That's my backup one that I can use if something happens with my first one. I think something's going to happen to the first one. That's why I set it up. All right. I think that's it. If you're watching on the replay, you're going to see some videos popping up here, 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 and here. So take a look at those to see what else I've been up to and be watching for my big mega haul from Pennsylvania. We're going back there this weekend for our 52nd wedding anniversary. We're going back to Pennsylvania to the Lancaster area, and I'm going to go to the Amish thrift store again and to the Goodwill outlet again to look for more sweater things. So that video is being held up because I'm going to take some of the new footage and put it in there too to make it really well rounded. Thanks for watching. I love you all. God bless you. Go out and be a blessing to somebody. Bye-bye.